Good evening, everyone. And this is Dynamite After Dark. And I just got a phone call from my sister um, saying that my aunt has passed away. I went and visited her the other night and got to say goodbye. I got to pray for her. I got to pray for my uncle. And I'm so glad that I got to say goodbye. But I want to honor her on the show and on this platform. Getting the opportunity to do that is a huge honor for me. And Aunty Betty, if you're watching, I love you. 10 bells for Betty.
Tell me what's my age. Tell me what's my occupation. Tell me what's my race. Tell me is it with inflation. Tell me what's my age. Tell me what's my race. Tell me all my sexual distaste. Tell me what you need. Tell me how you feel. And tell me all your information. I wanna know.
Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to your December 13th, 2023 edition of Dynamite After Dark. I am the effing expert, Mr. Isaacs.
And I am the patron saint of professional wrestling on that gingered up bubbly son of a bitch. I am Canada Dry, damn it.
And you know that whenever we do these programs, we always have to have at least one, this time two cohorts. And
I love that word, cohorts.
Cohorts, yes.
Cohorts?
Yes, the
Cohorts?
pronunciation can be a little off there.
It's
I guess
Canadian.
that's
We'll forgive him.
It's the
Did you know
Canadian Eve
that
version.
Lord Ryan Rich looks like Bart Simpson grown up?
Not the first time I've heard that. You can go ahead and say Jimmy Neutron. When I had just the mustache, I got Kip from Napoleon Dynamite. That was also when I was skinnier.
Did you see that comment the other day that your future is Jerry the King Lawler?
I mean, that's fine. That's a good legacy to have. Love it.
Well, since the aforementioned Mr.
everyone
Rich
right
was brought up here, let's go ahead and let him introduce himself to the audience.
Hello, one and all. It's better than your boyfriend, Lord Ryan Rich, coming to you on another Wednesday after a hot Dynamite.
Ooh, I like how he accentuated the hot there. Very exciting. And the man below me, you know this grizzly, lovely gentleman. He's a Marine. He's a badass. He's one of the greatest people in the world. Go ahead and introduce yourself, sir.
I am GM Joe, a.k.a. the effing Golden Graham. How are we doing tonight, gentlemen?
And he's the man that introduced me to Teletubbies.
Ooh.
I didn't
Wow.
know about them before him.
He's my personal teddy bear.
Don't you forget it.
Who's your favorite Teletubby, GM Joe?
The red one. Oh,
The answer's always Tinky Winky.
I don't know which one that is.
Honestly, that's the only one I can think of. I don't know the rest of them.
I like how your answers are basically like Kool-Aid answers. Like,
Yes.
I like the red one the best.
Yes. Red. Like, what's your favorite Kool-Aid? Red. What's your favorite Icy Pop? Red.
Now there's strawberry or there's cherry. Which one you
Mhm.
drink?
Red is red. Strawberry, cherry, fruit punch. Red is red.
Moxley's blood.
It's
Hangman's
really
blood,
just cherry Kool-Aid.
Bird's blood.
It's like Swerve's blood. Yeah.
Maybe a little Nick Gage blood in there.
I know. I mean, that swerve blood comes straight from the tap.
Yep. Back in the day, Cody Rhodes' blood. You know.
Oh yeah, yeah. He did have some
Now-
gushers. He did.
Yeah, Cody Rhodes is probably one of the things that he's upset about the most about going back to WWE is no bleeding.
Yeah. I know that.
No, instead he just decided to tear his pec and wrestle with a torn pec. You know.
He's like,
Yes.
I'm not going to get to bleed, so this is the next best thing.
If I don't bleed, nobody bleeds.
The muscles hanging damn off the bone, and I'm still gonna wrestle in Hell in a Cell, pal.
Yeah.
That's badass.
Do you think
It
that?
looks that ass,
Do you think
I'll tell
that,
you that.
do you think that Seth Rollins was pissed about that? Because Seth Rollins would have won if Cody Rhodes didn't show up.
I don't know. Maybe. According to Cody, if he's not bullshitting and if he's being real, him and Seth like legitimately almost came to blows backstage.
Yeah, that's what I'm
during that
asking
time,
because
they literally didn't like each other.
No surprise.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what
you know
happens
what
with
it is?
Punk and Rollins.
It's like Cody's coming in, and it just comes down to this: he's getting wins over Seth Rollins off the bat, no losses. He's like,
Yeah.
you're coming out of nowhere, and you're taking my spot. And that's what it comes down to.
But he was the big free agent signing. He was the first big get.
So I know we're on a little bit of a tangent. So does that mean like that's going to be Seth's permanent role, just to be mad at anyone from AEW who comes to WWE?
Hey,
Yeah, Cody.
my company, get the hell out of here.
I want to hear him like bash the
That's the
Jade
best
Cargill.
Seth Rollins impersonation ever.
I want to see him in a segment with Jade Cargill. That'll be funny.
It's like Seth Rollins and Jim Cornette had a baby. Holy
Yeah, I
Christ.
mean, well, I just harken back to those horrible promos where I used to taunt John Cena. John!
Oh,
John! Ugh.
Well, I want to see Seth Rollins go down to NXT. Lexus King.
Wow.
Here.
Did you see what his fans are calling themselves?
the
Yeah.
absolute
Yes.
worst nickname
Registered
in the
Lex
world.
offenders?
Registered Lex offenders, yeah.
I love it so much.
I
He
absolutely
was
hate
like, no.
No, but you should have to go to a website and register your name.
Oh,
Absolutely not.
oh.
it. Absolutely not.
Yeah, what if the WWE
I'm
made a,
registered.
they made a
You
Lex
know what?
offender
Dynamite
registry
After
list?
Dark is spicy already. I'll just say that.
Dude,
That is
I
all
like
I've
that
wrestling.
idea.
So we also talk about WWE.
I like that idea. I love the website registry of Lex offenders.
Yes. You can see people's black and white photos of just like awkwardness and just like
There's like a photo generator on there. You plug in a photo and it Lexifies you or something like
A
that.
$1 billion company.
no,
would
no, no.
never
You
do
have
this,
to. You can
boy.
only send in awkward photos. If it's not awkward, they will not accept it.
This is something that they probably would have done this back in the Russo era, but not in the TKO era.
Russo's probably mad he didn't come up with it.
It's like we should have had the Lex offender list, bro.
He's like, we had this with Lex Luger and it slipped through our grasp.
Yes, they should have Lex offenders back then. Oh my goodness.
I mean, the Lex Express was pretty good though.
Yeah, it would have
He
worked
was
really well
good.
when he was the narcissist early WWE.
Oh yeah, the narcissist gimmick. He'd come out and pose in front of the mirror.
Do
Yeah.
you guys think that Lexus King, aka Brian Pillman Jr., is a good wrestler?
No, well, I can't say that. I haven't really seen him do much.
I'll say this about him. I always thought he was a little lackluster as Pillman Jr. in AEW, but I watched him the other night on that NXT card.
Yeah.
And he actually looked really good. Like he looked like he'd improved a lot. So I don't know. I guess the NXT machine is kind of like correcting his habits a little bit.
Well, it's also like they like a certain style of wrestling too, right? You
Oh,
got to
yeah.
do it our way.
Yeah.
But regardless if you like it or not,
Some people need that structure. So
yeah,
He
that's
wrestled
structure.
I think it was Carmelo Hayes, and I mean it was a really good match.
Yeah, it was against Carmelo Hayes.
Yeah.
You know who really needed that WWE structure, and now is in AEW, and she's floundering now, starting to head down that slope.
Ruby
is Ruby Soho.
And I knew you were gonna say that.
Soho.
Remember the hype around her? Well, we'll talk about her later.
We'll get to Miss Soho later, but yeah, there was a lot of hype around Miss Soho.
Yeah.
But we'll get to her in a bit. We're going to start out Dynamite here with good old Samoa Joe coming out. Crowd is white hot for him. I like it. He implicates that Hangman might be the devil and might be behind attacking MJF. This brings out Hangman Page. You know, they get into each other's faces. The Kingdom comes out. Of course, Strong says that Max is the devil still. And this eventually leads to match number 1, which we'll talk about in a second. But I want to get your all's reactions to the opening promo here. And I'll start with GM Joe. What do you think?
I want a match between Joe and Paige, like ASAP. Like, just the dynamic between them, like the tension and the anger. Like, I think it'll make for a good match.
I'm the devil.
All right.
Devil and Orko from He-Man made a baby or something.
Canada F and Dry, you need to put that in front of your face and use that voice and tell us what you thought of the opening promo.
I'm not going to, but I will tell you what I thought of the opening promo. I thought it was a good way to start the show. Not to spoil anything, but you start with the devil. They're really starting to get some momentum with this devil stuff now.
Yeah,
I mean they need to. Like it's been
no, but I like. You know, we were complaining before, but I like that it's the slow. I like the slow simmering build, and now we're probably gonna get the answer at World End.
Yeah,
I feel so. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't this like the first time we've seen the devil like not on the big screen, like in the flesh?
Yes, the car. I think is the first time we've seen him.
I believe so.
If
there has been, it's only been once.
Yeah, I believe so.
There might maybe the very first one you got kind of a not a full body, but I guess it was shoulders up.
I mean, yeah, I guess when they first debuted the devil mask,
very first, yeah.
But like this is actually like a legit good look at him.
I would say that the first, if you want to say that, yes.
Yeah, because even the first attack was on the big screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get more into the devil towards the end of the program here. We'll kind of dive into this a little bit and see if we have any updates on what we think might be the deal.
But you know what I like about this devil thing?
Yeah.
We're going to be able to buy devil masks.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. If they don't put them on AEWshop.com.
I'm surprised they haven't already.
Exactly.
If it was reasonably priced enough, yeah, I'd get one. I'd wear it on the show.
You spend like $50 on it?
$29.99.
Yeah, I'd probably go up to about 50-ish. I mean, I wouldn't pay
50 is the tops, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't pay
it
like
depends
100
on what it's made of. If it's just a cheap plastic mask, no, like $20. But if it's
it's just grease plastic.
It's one of those masks you used to find at like Kmart whenever like we were all kids and like they smelled like shit when you put them on.
It's because 50 people put their face in them.
Or do you ever get the cheap plastic that you see off like Wish or like another Timu or something like that?
No.
And they smell like toxic waste.
It's because it is.
Yes, it's all the recycled plastic they threw in there. Like, throw some plastic in there.
You wear that around for a few days, you'll end up looking like the Toxic Avenger.
I know, right?
I saw a review of a knockoff Optimus Prime, and he's like, I don't know why it smells like shit.
Better than your boyfriend, Lord Ryan Rich. Wax poetic about the opening segment.
You're gonna wax poetic.
Yes.
First of all, Canada Dry, we should have Mason X make a devil mask and see how that's what we should do.
Mason X. I was thinking about Mason X making me an Enlightened One mask for like $100.
Ooh, that could be toasty too. I like that. Now, waxing poetic as you will. Dude, Joe opening the show, the crowd was there. They were so for it. Everyone's shouting Joe. Like everyone's wondering if people are going to come out. What's going to happen? And then, of course, with the Hangman stuff, I thought it was a great promo. Joe was always great on the mic, and I thought it was a great way to start off Winter's Coming.
All right. We got match
You know
number
what was
one.
missing from this show?
What's that?
You know what was missing from Winter's Coming for the first time, I think?
Sting.
Snow.
Look at Sting. There was no Sting in this whole thing.
Yeah, Sting.
They're supposed to bring Sting out so they can have their snow spot.
Yeah. Like, especially like this is his last Winter's Coming and you didn't bring in Sting.
This would have been a great time for Madame Rousseau to like debut his wax figure, and it could have been there, and then the snow comes down.
Shavanica said, "It's snow." So the opening segment rolls into match number one here, which is of course Roddy Strong versus Hangman Page. I like the fact that Roddy didn't work like a chicken shit heel here. He actually went strong style, like old school Roderick Strong.
I was gonna say, I love that we're getting the old Roddy back.
Yeah, this was a good hard hitting match. I really liked it. And of course, Hangman ends up with the win. Canada F and Dry, I'll start with you this time. What did you think of the match?
It was, I think, like, I would have liked to seen more of this match. Like, but you knew that Strong had no chance of winning this.
Right.
Based on the fact that Hangman lost 2 big matches in a row.
Exactly.
The swerve. Yeah. So you knew they needed to build Hangman back up. So Roderick Strong took the competitive loss to him.
Exactly. GM Joe, what'd you think?
Oh, I love this match. Like, I love that AEW isn't afraid to call back to like old wrestling history, like when Adam Page was Roddy's young boy in the Decade and or in the old ROH. Like, it's nice when you acknowledge the past because it has an inbuilt story already. Mm-hmm. So you don't have to sit there and spend weeks telling a story to make a match good. It took a 10-second statement by Roddy to explain this match.
Yeah.
Just to piggyback on that real quick,
sure.
And they have the ROH library for you to go watch that.
Yeah.
So there's the synergy there on top of the history to where you can go reference that immediately if you want to dig deeper into it, if you're newer to it. So I think that's really important too.
And if you want to see a really young Adam Page that looks nothing like what he looks like now, go watch it.
One thing I was going to say in reference to you bringing up the young boy comment, I'm glad that Excalibur explained what that meant instead of just assuming everybody knew. Because it kind of irritates me sometimes when on AEW they think that everybody knows some obscure reference from something Ring of Honor based from like 7 or 8 years ago. Yeah. So it's like they need to stop. Like, if they want to get casuals in, they need to stop assuming people understand what the stuff means. So I was glad to see him explain that in detail.
Before we move on, can you show me that cup again?
My cup?
Lord Ryan Rich, can you show me your cup again? Now, is this the Colts cup?
As a matter of fact, yes, it is.
Now, so did they call it Colt piss when they give you a drink?
Ew, only Canadians.
They should sell that. Like, you want some Colt piss?
No.
Well, I'm drinking water.
They call horse piss. Like, you don't want to drink that.
Buffalo Trace Distillery cup. So.
It's the Midwest. Okay, here we go. Mr. F1 expert. It's the Midwest. It would be cool. It would be called Horse Swaller. Am I not correct?
You are correct.
Thank you.
So you buy Horse Swaller.
Swaller. Horse Swaller.
So you buy Horse Swaller at the Colts games.
Hell yes, every time.
In other words, it's called Bud Light, Miller Light, and Coors Light.
Take my money. Whee!
Better than your boyfriend, Lord Ryan Rich. What do you think of the opening match?
I really enjoyed this match. I didn't think that Roddy would come out this hard either. and I was kind of surprised that it was so short as well. But it was a good, hard-hitting match. I think that this match happened now, even though it was predictable. Does that maybe foreshadow things later on?
Possibly.
I'll leave it at that.
I got to get a sound effect of Mr. Rich here making that sound and put it on my soundboard so that I can play that in future episodes. Yeah, one thing I noticed just in general before we get into the other matches is that this was a very different style of wrestling than you usually see. It was a lot of just brawling.
Yeah.
I don't even think there was a collar elbow tie up on this whole card. I mean, it was all just running right at each other and immediately starting to slug, which I like. I thought that was cool, but I mean, kind of a different feel.
It makes sense because, like, if you have like high stakes matches or very emotional matches, you don't want to see anyone just sit there and do a collar and elbow tie up. Like, you just want to see them get into the action, and start pummeling each other.
And that's what I was getting at too. I like the psychology of that. The psychology of the urgency has increased as this Continental Classic has come along. And therefore, they're just running right up the middle at each other to try to get a quick win. So,
what I think also missing is sneaking out a win by nailing someone with like brass knucks or something.
Yeah, I think they're trying to keep it as clean and pure as they possibly can.
Every once in a while, you gotta have that.
Yeah, the dastardly heel. Yeah. Like if MJF was in this, he would probably do that.
We'll talk about it later, but they kind of did that.
I was gonna say they got.
They're kind of yeah. All right, let's move on here. We got match number 2: Brody King versus Andrade El Idolo. And wow, this was another hard hitting match. These two beat the hell out of each other. The way this ended up finishing was, and I'll explain what I like about this in a second. Brody King hits his head on the steel rod portion of the turnbuckle, and then Andrade hits him with the double arm DDT and goes for the pin. Here's what I like about this: the psychology protects Brody King.
Yeah.
Because he gets hurt with an inanimate object, which allows Andrade to get a pin, as opposed to just straight up beating Brody King. So it kind of keeps his heat as like a monster that he's been building in this Continental Classic.
Do you know what
I really like that.
Do you mind if I go first?
Sure, go ahead.
This brings me back to a Simpsons episode.
Oh boy, I love the Simpsons.
In Rod We Trust. Remember they had the inanimate rod on the space shuttle saving everyone?
Yes.
And it gets the parade after instead of Homer. But yeah, the rod saved Brody King's fire for the next match. He's still an unbeatable beast. The only way you can beat him is with the inanimate rod. So I really liked the match. I thought that the one thing I'm really surprised by is they're really pushing Andrade here.
Yeah.
And like his contract is almost over. Is this trying to keep him in the company? What's going on here? Like, hey, stay here. We're going to push you.
Possibly. I don't know. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see whether he stays with AEW or if he goes to join his wife.
Yeah.
No.
And interesting news with CJ Perry is there's talk that another former WWE person is going to come under her tutelage, and that is the one, Dolph Ziggler.
I saw that as well.
I didn't see that, but that's the name that was popping in my head.
Hey, I like it.
As long as they don't do the same storyline as in WWE, I'm good.
Does that mean that Hollywood Hunk's going to go over there too?
Maybe she'll.
You remember Ryan Nemeth tried to, but got the tar kicked out of him by Miro.
Maybe the other brother comes and helps them, and they
maybe Nick and Ryan Nemeth come in and be tag champs.
Yeah,
a fascinating side quest we've got on here, but very good. I think that's a good point. I'd like to see that. I really would like to see that. Ryan Rich, what did you think of Brody King and Andrade?
Yeah, it was a good match.
It sounded like you said Burger King enough.
Yeah,
Burger King and
Whoppers, chicken fries, Manta freezes.
I got a hot take. Ready? Ready? Burger
What's
King
that?
sucks.
It kinda
No,
does
it's better than
suck.
McDonald's. Better than McDonald's.
No,
I like their
I
chicken tenders or nuggets, whichever. Outside of that, I could care less. But
the only thing I like from Burger King is like their Oreo shake. That's about it.
There's
Joe?
literally nothing good at McDonald's. Nothing.
Joe, honestly, man, I'm with you. I think McDonald's is better than Burger King. I really do.
McDonald's is far superior.
I mean, but to be fair, Wendy's is better than all of them.
Wendy's
That's
is
all-
Wendy's
better
used,
than all of them.
used to be
That's also
supreme.
true.
We're
You're not
talking
saying
about
anything
the
bad
best
to
in the
work
business
for.
right now. 5 Guys.
That guy's too damn expensive. Food's
But it's
delicious.
good. It's good.
expensive.
But it's good.
All you free healthcare Canadians can afford that, I guess.
I'll use my health care money to get me from 5 Guys.
That's right. Woo!
That's why they need the free healthcare because they be eating 5 Guys, all that greasy food.
Government
all the-
shut
Yeah, but blame the Americans for bringing it up here.
GM Joe, what'd you think of
I
this
didn't even
match?
get to say anything, but
Yeah,
no.
we moved on. We talked about 5 Guys instead.
No, I'll let Lord Ryan Rich have his piece.
I'm kidding, Lord Ryan Rich. I love you.
Go ahead, Mr. Rich. I'm sorry,
that was
sir.
great. I'm done.
Seriously?
Bye. Hold on back. Tell us what you think. Tell us what you think. Drink your hard piss and tell us what you think.
That was a great match.
It was a great match.
All right, GM Joe, what'd you like?
Once again, another great match in the classic. Just like Canada Dry, I'm shocked that Andrade is undefeated, especially with the rumors of him leaving. He's already announced that he's going to work with CMLL.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know they have a working relationship with AEW now, but still, like it's
Well, literally, he said, I might go back to WWE, or this is my last chance to go back and wrestle in
yeah, like it's you would think with someone who is so up in the air with leaving, they wouldn't be pushing him like this, unless they really believe they can re-sign him. And I mean, to be fair,
Well, with Flair, with
I mean,
Ric Flair on their side,
Ric Flair is here, but his wife is in WWE, so I would.
and the rumors of Charlotte Flair have re-signing. I don't know how true those are. The giant contracts she signed. I don't know.
She ain't going nowhere.
Nah.
It's like the rumors with Becky Lynch and what's his name? Her husband.
No. The rumor is that
He's
Charlotte
Rollins?
signed a massive contract.
I know, but what I'm saying is like
Yeah.
Becky and Seth's contracts end in June of next year. They
Oh,
ain't
yeah, they're
going
not-
nowhere.
No. They're WWE lifers.
I mean, to be fair, I would say that, but then again, Edge is in AEW, Cody Rhodes is in WWE, so who knows?
we never say never, I guess.
Well, I mean, I think maybe in 20 years, Seth Rollins will be in AEW.
You don't want him ever.
He's gonna come out with gray hair, and he's gonna be like,
He's got to come out with those clown shoes one time.
Those things are hideous.
I want to see. Have you guys seen on the NFL Shop the new noggin caps? The ridiculously oversized regular hats that these players are wearing?
No, I have not seen it yet. No.
Go look on like NFL Shop or Fanatics or whatever. They're called noggins. It's in whatever team you want. And it's even in, I think, like baseball teams and maybe even universities. I'm not sure. But it's an oversized, ridiculous hat. And that's where that needs to happen.
is it kind of like the hat on the Arby's logo?
It's not so much cowboyish. It looks like a regular hat, but just enlarged. So, like, perhaps if a toddler had a fitted hat that perhaps like the dude who took care of Curious George would wear.
I love Curious George.
The man with the yellow hat.
The man in the yellow hat.
We need to get back on track here. We're at almost at minute 30 here.
All right, we got the Von Erichs backstage. They barely talked to Renee, and all of a sudden, Orange Cassidy.
Let's like 20 seconds each on this one here. I'm shocked that they barely had any screen time. They did this big announcement.
Yeah, I mean, they basically all they did was just say, "Yeah, we'll be your partner." That was the end of it.
Yeah.
Ryan Rich, what'd you think?
I thought it was real nice how he stumbled over his words real well in the beginning. It was real fun. He was obviously nervous or something, and that was cool. But it was kind of a letdown. I thought they like maybe would open the second hour, the top of the hour would be with them, like Tony in the ring, and have them come out and do everything. But I was wrong. But I'm glad I get to see him with Orange Cassidy.
But this is good because we get more later. There's more to come with the Von Erichs.
Right. Well, I actually get to see them in the ring. That'll be kind of cool. GM Joe, what'd you think of this?
It is what it is.
At least
That's
Kevin
my
Von
brother.
Erich didn't call anybody gay by accident this time.
Oh.
Like I mentioned in the chat when he was at the Hall of Fame, he accidentally called the New Day those new gay guys.
Oh, they're not gay. Solar guys.
Well, they wear all them flashy colors.
They like the Unicrons.
Next up, we got the Golden Jets out to the ring. Jericho talks about how Big Bill and Starks attacked him, and then last week they attacked Omega. Starks and Big Bill enter. Starks challenges them for a match at World's End for the AEW Tag Team Championship. What'd you guys think of this? Enzo Amore got brought up.
That was the pop of the whole thing. Other than that, I felt it lagged like crazy.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same way.
That Amore thing, that kind of brought it back, but it was like, oh, come on, this thing needs to end.
This segment was maybe the worst segment in the history of Dynamite.
No, it was bad, but it wasn't the worst.
When you take into effect that you had Ricky Starks, Chris Jericho, and Kenny Omega, and it was god awful. It could vary for the expectations versus what it delivered. Could be the worst segment in the history of Dynamite.
Ooh, hot take, GM Joe.
Yeah, that's a hot take. Is that a hot take or bad take?
It is hot after dark.
Don't ever give Big Bill a mic again. There was a reason why he didn't have a mic in WWE. He's awful on the mic.
Yeah, it's Smack Talker Skywalker's his partner. So I mean, why would he talk?
Exactly.
Ryan Rich.
And he has Ricky Starks now. So
Yeah,
shut up.
Starks
and
was a
look
good
menacing.
talker. Yeah. Rich, what'd you think of this?
Number one, Ricky Starks looks so good today. Number two, when is Kenny Omega going to get a haircut? Those were the two things that I thought of most during this segment. And outside of that, I really didn't care much for it.
Why do I feel like you talked to Dallas before you came on about this?
The other thing is, they had a really good line after the Amore thing. Well, at least Amore put over Big Bill instead of just yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least he would hype Bill up.
I want to say something about the last little segment we went over.
Sure.
Iron Claw is coming out December 22nd.
I
Yeah.
can't believe they didn't mention it at all.
But I'm mentioning it, so go out to the movie theater and see the Iron Claw.
Yeah.
The
Absolutely.
Von Erich story. I'm pumped.
It's going to be a great movie. It's going to be a downer towards the end. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert, they all die in the end.
Doesn't know.
That's the one spoiler alert you can be like, they all die in the end. And you're like, yeah, I know.
Instead of John dies in the end, it's like the Von Erichs all die in the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
It's a
as catchy
sad,
as
tragic tale.
I was hoping that maybe Bret Hart would come in at the end and save them, but
Or Hulk Hogan. He was on that plane with Kerry Von Erich coming from
Bret
Japan.
down and it hurts inside.
But everybody said he was coming on the plane right before his death.
It's like, I was coming to save him, brother.
Tap
Plane
into my
didn't get there in
blood,
time,
brother,
brother.
even have a transfusion.
Oh my
The
god.
spider sense told me.
Yeah, I was in line to play the Spider-Man against Macho Man in that big match, brother.
I can just see Spider-Man coming out being like,
Let me tell you something, Bonesaw. I'm Spider-Man, eh?
let me tell you something, Green Goblin.
I can see it now. He'll be like, I don't need no spider webs. No.
We've got Tony Storm out to the commentary table with her little gray screen effect on the camera and everything. Got Mariah May with her, just kind of standing there holding her belt. And she asked the commentary team, what would you like me to do? Would you like me to do color or play-by-play?
It's like, yeah, well, I'm doing the play-by-play, darling. As Taz says.
Taz's like, nah, I'll do the color commentary. You should do the play-by-play.
Because these
You
guys
guys
suck.
don't know how to do it.
So we've got match number 3 here, Ruby Soho versus Riho. And this was a match. Yeah.
You don't like this match, I'm taking it.
Yeah, it wasn't anything special at all. I don't know what the deal is with Ruby Soho. She's just not really that good. Rio's not bad. She's all right for what she is. I was just kind of indifferent on this, but Rio ends up going over. GM Joe, I'll start with you. What do you think of this match?
Yeah, but I will say, in our prediction league, we tried out the whole confidence points this week. Best believe I put 5 on this match for Riho because there was no way she was losing her comeback match.
Me too.
Yeah.
You did your big 5 points on this one. I did my 5 points on Hangman.
I don't like. I guess my thing is like, I don't understand why Riho just automatically gets to go to the front of the line. Like,
I can tell you why.
Former champion.
First
well,
champion in AEW, and she's the sexiest Japanese woman in all of wrestling. That's my take.
We need
I
to
just
hurry up
don't
and
get
get
it.
I mean, she's certainly a contender.
We need to fast forward to World's End so Mariah May can actually start wrestling, so I can actually see what she's about.
I think the most attractive Japanese female wrestler is Kairi Sane.
Oh, okay.
That's my personal
I
opinion.
don't know. I don't know what it is about Rio. I just find her sexy. She's
tiny. You can throw her around.
well, she's not that tiny. She's just tiny compared to everyone else.
Just tiny compared to everyone else. Not that
For all
tiny.
the underage viewers there, that means they can wrestle around.
Speaking of Riho, did you see Kenny Omega come to her defense on Twitter/X? Some guy was making some really smart comment like, why is she like, she's so tiny, how am I supposed to believe that she can wrestle? And he was like, look, she'll throw you around in real life.
Well, that's the idea of wrestling. Yeah, Rey Mysterio would never make $1 in his life.
Right.
If small people couldn't do things like Rio.
Right.
Speaking of Rey Mysterio, I love the meme that goes around is like, the moment I quit believing in wrestling was the moment that Rey Mysterio beat like Great Khali and like 2 other giants at the same time.
The meme is him, Great Khali, and Big Show because he won a triple threat match against the two.
No way in hell. No way in hell if wrestling is real. He beats those guys.
Absolutely not. Yeah. Canada Dry, what did you think of Ruby Soho versus Rio?
I was happy to have Ruby Soho back, and I love her wrestling style. I absolutely love it. I love Rio.
You said Ruby Soho back.
Ruby Soho.
Sorry, I love.
I was gonna be like, this is a switch.
Yeah, I love Rio, and I love her wrestling style. I love the come from behind sort of style of Rio, and I'm entertained by her.
She's a very good baby face in the women's division.
Mm-hmm.
I think she is. The crowd loves her. She doesn't even have to say anything. The crowd loves her.
Let's find out what Justin thinks. Hey, Justin, what do you think of this match between Ruby Soho and Rio?
Yeah. I'm with Joe.
You called in to say, eh? Come on. We need
This is why you called in.
No. The reason why I called in is because the look on Tony Storm's face after Riho won.
Riho Soho.
Kind of made me think of Draymond Green getting suspended indefinitely from the NBA today.
Did you just come to make that connection that is like no one would make?
Kinda, yes.
Hey,
So I just
man,
wanted to let you know, everyone, that my favorite player is suspended.
I appreciate your input, Justin. I appreciate it, pal.
But no, this match was okay. Not the greatest match, but it was okay.
I will forgive you if you say Rio is sexy.
To be honest, I wasn't really paying attention to this
Just
match.
say it.
Listen, we don't need to get Justin in trouble with his female companion he's had on the show before.
Is your lady friend there?
At 10:52 at night, you think? No.
Well, she could be sleeping over.
I mean,
Like, Justin, we're all grown-ups here. We're not little kids in high
the
school.
nighttime is the right time, my friend.
Working on night moves.
We got to get some Barry White going here, right?
Oh, yeah.
Can't get enough of
All right, can I speak about this match now?
Lord Ryan Rich, go ahead, my man.
For the love of Saint Pete.
I love Pete.
Well, for the love of Saint Pete, here's my opinion. I thought that Toni Storm on commentary was the highlight of this match. It was amazing. I thought she was hilarious. When she's like, TK, when's my close-up? And then she does the close-up and her face is all like,
Looked ridiculous.
it was, I almost spit my drink out. It was so funny. That was the best part of this entire match. And
Also, Tony questioning whether Ruby Soho was the same person.
Also hilarious. She's like, I don't think so, darling. I don't think so.
Who is this imposter?
She had green hair before.
But also, we talk about Ruby Soho, but guess what? She's one of the few ladies who's consistently on TV.
It's true.
Yeah.
Here's
You
my
still
thing.
get paid if you lose, so.
I don't understand
I
why
get paid if you're not on, too.
her and Saraya both still have the Outcast theme when they both individually have real rock songs that are way better.
Yeah.
Right?
Like, why don't they just
Yeah,
ditch
yeah.
that stupid generic Outcast theme and go back to
Yeah, especially when you don't have a
Soho
third. Unless you get Anna Jay doing the Outcast thing with you again and making them legit again. Because that was a
Yeah.
fun gimmick.
Yeah. I mean, you could go that route, I guess, but yeah, I'd rather bring back
I
Falling in
think
Reverse
I-
and Rancid.
to be completely honest, I think, and I'm not saying that he is, but I think Tony Khan doesn't want to change it until Ruby Soho says, let's just get rid of this theme music.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, then
she's
she
like
needs to hurry up and
friends
say,
with
let me go back to my
Rancid,
old stuff.
All right, Justin. We'll see you later. Thanks for calling in, buddy. Anything else you want to say?
Yeah, really sorry for your onslaught. Really sorry for your loss.
Thanks,
for your
buddy. Thanks so much.
Yep.
I didn't mean to kick him out.
He's paying respects to you. Like, get the fuck out.
Like, all right,
Dare
so,
you
man,
mention my
I
aunt's
got a
name?
show to do.
Get the ringer out.
Only I can mention her name.
We got match number 4, gentlemen. Roosh versus Jay Lethal. And I'll let you guys give your thoughts first. And I'm gonna go with Lord Ryan Ridge because I think we've kind of shortchanged him the past couple matches. You get all the
Where did
time
he
in the
go?
world now.
Where did he go? Anyways, you can go next guy. Sorry, I hit the button by mistake. It was like
Look, you killed Ryan Ridge now.
It's a good match.
It was the drizzling shits.
what did you think, Rich?
I thought it was really good. No, I like Roosh is really good right now.
Lord Ryan Rich.
Come on, Daddy's lap. Come on, Daddy's lap.
And give me a hug.
Ayo.
My teddy bear. My teddy bear.
To the audience out there, I swear, I don't think any of us have drank any before we started the show. I don't
Nope,
know.
no drinking. This is
It's a
all
school night.
H2O.
It's a school night.
You're the one that doesn't have kids, pal.
Well, I'm
Drinking
talking about
comes
us. We
after
gotta go
the
to
after
school tomorrow.
party. What are you talking about?
The way we're behaving, we're all in grade 7.
I gotta go meet Marty at Hooters directly after this. No, the match was awesome. Roosh is a monster in the ring. And did we detect maybe a bit of a rift between Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett and his cohorts?
I think so.
Maybe.
I like that something like that is coming out of this.
Yeah.
GM Joe, what are your thoughts?
I like this match personally. I hope that we just get like, even for a little bit, like a complete mental breakdown of Jay Lethal, and we get the Black Machismo character, even just for a little bit.
I'm hoping that's what it leads to.
Like, he's so good. But I'm also hoping for some more character development out of Jay Lethal.
Black Machismo and
Ric Flair.
No. The guy with the face paint. What's Danhausen as a tag team? Would that be fun?
That would be interesting.
That would be funny.
It would certainly be interesting. You gonna put it with Orange Cassidy as tag team champs?
Canada, you're up.
Great win. I think sometimes you need those quick, decisive victories. You don't need to have them because sometimes that's what happens in wrestling. You just get a quick, decisive victories, and I think it makes Roosh look more believable.
Yeah, I thought Roosh looked really good in this match. I like the continued storytelling of him winning by rear naked choke, a la John Moxley. Kind of taking a shot at him. Yeah. Kind of taking a shot at him and even holding it for a second after the ref stopped it. I thought that was a nice touch, kind of a nice way of saying, I'm not done with you yet. Yeah. I'm coming back for you. I really love the storytelling of this Continental Classic. I think they're doing a really good job with these matches. I really do.
I want to see what that belt looks like.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm waiting for a fan to jump over the guardrail and remove it, and then it's nothing there but just like a styrofoam placeholder.
And then just get clubbed like a baby seal.
Yeah.
We got to get a quick little housekeeping. If you haven't seen the Kill City Cup, go check them out. But here it is.
Welcome to the Kill City Cup.
By the balls, everybody.
I might have to just take Luke Robert up on his offer to be part of this tournament just so I can have Natalia kick my ass.
I think you should, man. I think you would really enjoy it. And I think it needs to be filmed specifically for us with exclusive footage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
That is the Kill City Cup, my friends. Moving on, we've got match number 5, Jay White versus Mark Briscoe. Mark Briscoe's really accentuating the hashtag them boys shirt. As he's
After something that happened this week with Fox, WWE.
That's my trademark, you son of a bitch. But anyways, this another hard-hitting match, guys. They came out, started beating the hell out of each other. I like it. I like it a lot. I like the feel of it. I like the look of it. Of course, I don't think anybody thought Mark Briscoe was going to win, but it was a damn good match. Jay White goes over. Canada Dry, I'll start with you this time. What did you think of this match?
I was surprised how much Mark Briscoe brought it, and I was impressed with Jay White's selling. I thought it was a great match. Props to both men. I'm still getting used to Jay White's style. I haven't got it 100 completely into it yet. But it was a good match.
GM Joe.
I just want to get on my soapbox here for a second before I get into this match. But
oh boy,
This soapbox is brought to you by Tide Detergent.
In regards to what happened with them boys with the WWE, the Fox on TN or Fox on WWE or whatever, WWE on Fox. When people come to the defense of Mark Briscoe, it doesn't give you the right to send death threats to them. Like, that's like the lowest of the low. Like, you're a horrible person. Be better. There's no need for that.
And you had some pretty shitty things from the other side saying that Mark Briscoe was a racist.
Oh, please.
Yeah.
Yes, because it's been his freaking gimmick for over a decade.
Because all those guys in WWE happen to be black.
Yeah.
So, anyway, enjoyed the match. That's the end of my rant. Enjoyed the match. It was fun. I was kind of pulling for a Mark Briscoe win because I think it's kind of, but I guess now we can go into the last week with the story of who will actually get a point, because the last match will be Mark Briscoe and Jay Lethal. So maybe they tie. That's our one and only tie of this.
Well, you could have Jay White lose just to get him further down the rabbit hole.
Sure, yeah.
Jay White takes on Moxley, though.
I meant Jay Lethal, sorry.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
Better than your boyfriend, Lord Ryan Rich.
Maybe no one will notice. Rich noticed.
It was a really good match, hard hitting. I got to see a Froggy Bow, so I'm a happy dude. But I was surprised too how even it was. Jay sold it real well, like Canada Dry said. I thought that this match would come after the Rush and Lethal match, so in order of how I thought it in my head, I got that was right. So it seemed to make sense to me, placement wise. It was a good match.
Yes. Canada Dry.
Oh, you already asked me.
Did I already ask you for your thoughts?
You already asked me.
All right. Moving on then, we've got one match left, gentlemen. Match number 6. Swerve Strickland versus Jon Moxley. Again, another banger, hard-hitting match. This was phenomenal. I love this match. I don't know who replaced Jon Moxley with a doppelganger that is really, really good. But something has happened to this guy, and he's so much better now than he was before. And Swerve is in his prime. I mean, he really is. Absolutely fantastic. I love this match. Lord Ryan Rich, I'll start with you this time.
Let me tell you about a white hot crowd. They were just chanting holy shit before the bell even rang because they knew it was about to be bonkers. The only thing I can say as well is I am so surprised that there wasn't blood.
Yeah, it's oddly strange.
That's really strange.
Maybe Tony Khan said we don't need no blood in this tournament.
Maybe he's trying to keep it proper because it's a Triple Crown thing. I don't know. That could be. But it was just awful strange because they
save the blood for the final.
And then Swerve, who just had the Texas Death Match, that's just why. Anyways, the match itself was absolutely you're just drooling. That's the kind of stuff you should have to pay money for, honestly. And it was on free TV. It was amazing. I am not a fan of the booking of the ending.
Yeah, it hurt.
I'm not a fan of it at all. I'm not at all.
I don't think it matters. I'm going to be honest. I don't think it matters because we're getting this matchup again in 2 weeks.
Right. Possibly.
No, we're getting this matchup again in 2 weeks. And that's where Swerve is going to go over. Swerve is going to go on to...
I may have been misinterpreted how this thing works then. So
yeah, so did I, because if you notice, they put up a graphic that says that they're doing the blue and gold finals on Dynamite on New Year's Smash on the 27th. Yeah. So which tells me that the top 2 from each are going to fight, and then those winners will go on to World's End to determine the Triple Crown winner.
I didn't know that whoever had the most points or whatever would be going to a semifinal or whatever else.
Yeah, I
thought
did
it was
not
just
know
gonna
until
be whoever
tonight.
had the most points once the round robin matches were done. That's what it was going to go.
So now it's Mox versus Jay White, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
for the lead in, or no, because JY is 9, right? So if Jay White,
if Jay White beats Mox,
then he'll win. They'll be tied, but he'll win because they'll have the head-to-head matchup beater because he just beat him.
Yeah.
All right, let's call Excalibur and get him to come in and clarify the rules here.
I wish they would have clarified this more.
We'll say really quickly. So we're like, what did he say?
Picture.
But yeah, like
Joe, go ahead.
Like I said, like I love this match, but to me it felt like there was another gear that they're saving for 2 weeks. Personally, that's what I felt like. But once again, no complaints about this match. Enjoyed it. You guys know I'm the biggest freaking Moxley mark on this panel, so and I love Swerve. You should have, like, honestly, when Moxley pinned Swerve, you should have seen my jaw hit the floor. That was like the least of the 3 outcomes that I thought was happening. I thought for sure we were getting a draw. I was like, maybe Swerve wins, but I was like, there's no way they're going to have Mox go over Swerve right now.
Yeah.
I was wrong.
You and I both, pal. Can't have and dry. What'd you think?
Yeah, this match, it was beautiful. Like, it's the heart of what Swerve does. And he's not cheating to do it. He's doing it all by the book. He's so over. I don't think anyone in wrestling is as over as Swerve. He's red hot right now.
Real quick, like on that, like it's refreshing. Like I know he thinks he's a heel, but it's refreshing to have a heel that's just, I'm better than you. That doesn't cheat, because we have the I'm better than you, the old MJF, and almost every other heel has to cheat with. It's just refreshing.
Well, I wonder though, because Moxley cheated to win, and they said his shoulder was up. So do we have a reversal of roles
too?
Yeah, do we have a reversal of roles here? Where
I don't think we have a reversal, because Moxley's been saying this whole time, I'm going to do whatever it takes to win. And if you paid attention,
but is he going to get the boos when Swerve's getting the cheers?
No,
that already kind of happened tonight.
It's Moxley. They're not going to boo this man.
No, I think they will. I think Swerve will get the cheers the next match, and Mox will get the boos.
People are digging him. He's got the cool heel heat going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets some of the cheers, some of the baby face cheers.
Do we have anything left on the segment?
Just what happened after the
ending. We just have the segment for the end of the show. Do you want to get into that now, or do you want to?
Yeah, let's get into that, and then I'll run the promo, and we'll do our bells.
All right. So the very last thing that we saw, and I almost missed this, gentlemen, because I stepped out of the room and took a piss and came back out, and all of a sudden the black ding dongs are on the screen, and they were attacking Hangman Adam Page on the outside, and choke slammed him on top of a car. Really brutal stuff. We see the devil. We see him actually there, he or she or whomever, presumably. So yeah, what do we make of this, guys? I will start.
This much we know: the devil has a license.
Well, does he? I'm trying to, because I'm sort of confused. Like, is that Hangman's car? Was it because it makes no sense if it's a devil's car to say, hey, let me just go and smash the windshield on my car.
It could have been a rental.
Either way, that makes no sense.
They paid for a full incidentals.
Yes.
But here's my question is, so far, like, it's been pointed out usually it's people who call out MJF or who are associated with MJF that have been attacked, but Page hasn't really. I mean, he did last week, so I would have expected him to get beat up last week, not this week.
But it's also like, we want to establish to let everyone know you're not the devil. We are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ryan Rich, what'd you think?
I think that the attack at the end is very interesting. I think it was an interesting way to end it, and I'm starting to get my conspiracy brain going on. And I'm starting to put some pieces together, so I'm going to shoot with what I got here.
Maybe
All
next
right.
week you can wear a tinfoil hat.
Maybe I'll need one. Who knows? Or maybe I'll get like a Cerebro like Professor X.
He's gonna come on here and be like, "They're turning the freaking frogs gay."
Wolverine, I need a slice of pizza.
Mr. Isaacs, before next week, you need to get a soundboard of
Who's that gentleman on the YouTube channel, the InfoWars?
Alex Jones. That was the impression I was just doing.
Yes, I think we can get an Alex Jones character out of.
Yeah.
They're turning the freaking frogs gay.
Okay, so if you think about who the people have been attacking, I think that there's a possibility, and Hangman being the latest one tonight is kind of what making me think about this. We had the promo at the beginning of the show with Joe and Hangman, and then Roddy came out and had the match, right? Well,
Right.
Roddy has been saying that by proxy, Joe is his best friend.
Oh, interesting.
So then you have Hangman beat Roddy tonight. I think Roddy, the two members of the Kingdom,
and Samoa Joe,
Wardlow, and Adam Cole is the devil, and that the person all behind it is Samoa Joe.
Ooh.
What if you have multiple devils taking turns wearing the mask?
I mean, you could. I'm just saying, but I think that would be because it reunites the Kingdom Adam Cole with, and it could be how Adam Cole and Joe, this was their way to get MJF back.
I like how Canada Dry is bringing up the multiple Ghostface killer scheme from the Scream franchise.
Exactly.
No, I was thinking of Manny faces from He-Man. You know, it switches the faces.
Yeah.
GM Joe, what are your thoughts on this little segment here?
It's very intriguing. It like I said, I just don't understand why Paige got attacked tonight from a storyline perspective. But to throw my little conspiracy out there, and I know I've said it before. I don't remember when, but I would love if it's Adam Cole, Roddy can be part of it, and then the Bucks, and they do Mount Rushmore from PWG.
Yeah.
All right.
Now, I have a conspiracy theory
But
as
don't
well.
they need one more member for that?
Yeah, I'm sure they could bring in a fifth person. I don't know, but
You gotta have
So now
somebody.
I
with
can do the original Mount
Steen.
Rushmore because Kevin Steen's not there.
Yeah, they don't have Steen.
Now, I have a theory as well that it's all Major League Baseball with the satellites so they get our hat size.
It's the people getting the 5G in the phone lines.
Yes. Remember Sasha Banks sitting in the WWE locker room? 5G, not me. 5G. Everyone, we're going to get to our bells in a minute. But we have to play a little bit of promo for FTW Wrestling. They are killing it right now, everyone. They're about to become a territory of NWA. So this is really cool. This is a school run by Natalia Markova and Brian Allen. We had one of the students on our show on Sunday.
He's a cool guy.
Mackie is a cool guy. Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
And also, we're gonna have another FTW roundtable next month. So we're gonna bring some more people back, and it'll be fun. But without further ado, here is the promo.
Determination, perseverance. These are the qualities that make a champion. Do you have what it takes to be the next wrestling superstar? Are you ready to turn your dreams into a reality? At Fight the World Wrestling's World Wrestling Academy, we can help you become the champion you were meant to be. Our world travel trainers, Brian Idol and Natalia Markova, are well-known industry professionals with years of experience in the world of wrestling. From the basics to advanced techniques, they are dedicated to help give you the tools that you need to succeed in the ring. Our training program is tailored to challenge you, push you to your limits, and help you discover your full potential. Come join our diverse group of talent. Join us at Fight the World Wrestling's World Wrestling Academy and make your dream a reality. Visit our website or contact us to learn more and start your journey to the top today.
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 Not tomorrow, today, damn it.
Tonight.
Now.
All right, so this is the part of the show that we give our flowers and we rate the matches. What was our favorite match? What was our favorite segment?
Yep. So I will start with who wants to go first?
I'll let you lead it. Who you could do.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go with GM Joe. What is your match of the night, segment of the night, and your overall bell rating?
Okay, so my segment of the night is the opening segment of Samoa Joe and Hangman Page. Absolutely loved it. Killer. Got me excited to see those two have a match. And then there's just so many good matches. But I think I'm going to go with Andrade and Brody King is my match of the night.
All right.
And I'm going to give this 4 bells. Like, what you can't get, like, it was so good. Everything flowed. That even the bad stuff was still passable.
Even though it was the worst segment in the history of Dynamite.
Yeah, that's fine. It was 2 minutes. It is. When you tell me Chris Jericho and Kenny Omega and Ricky Starks are coming on TV, my expectations are going to be high for them.
Oh, yeah.
Big Bill sucked the laugh out of their promo.
Big Bill. We will not besmirch Big Bill.
But like I said, I'm giving this 4 bells. I absolutely enjoyed this show tonight.
All right. Better than your boyfriend, Lord Ryan Rich. Wax poetic again, once more for the audience about your thoughts on the program.
Well, again, my favorite segment was actually, I think, the worst segment of the night, which is kind of funny. But it was the Von Erichs because of Danhausen. He came in, he talked about Renee's horse dress. He had Hager's purple bucket hat. That's enough for me. Best segment. Hands down. I don't want to hear anything else about it. As far as about my favorite match, it's got to be Moxley and Swerve for me because they just put on a clinic. I don't like the ending of it, but the match itself was just chef's kiss. And I'm going to give this 4 bells as well because it's been better than I think the past 3 or 4 shows.
All right. Canada effing dry.
My favorite segment of the night. Oh, I'm going to have to go. There wasn't a lot of segments in this, was it?
There was only like 2 or 3 segments.
Yeah.
Unless you want to count Wardlow pumping iron.
Yeah, and I actually, you know what? I do like the Wardlow segment. I'm going to go with that because he called himself the Archangel, GM Joe.
I know, I saw that.
He's taking your gimmick.
Yeah.
So he's the Michael the Archangel. He's gonna put down the devil. So I enjoyed that segment, and my favorite match is Swerve and Mox, and I'm gonna give this show. I'm gonna give it a 4.25.
All right, and that just leaves me, gentlemen. So my segment of the night, I'm going to go with the opening segment with Samoa Joe. I like that quite a bit. But again, there was only like 3 segments. So that was the one I liked the best. Match of the night, I'm going to go with Swerve versus Moxley just because I love Swerve and I love how Moxley's working right now.
But more importantly, there's no Danielson tonight.
Yeah, no Danielson. So when Danielson's out of the picture, it's probably going to default to like Swerve or if FTR wrestles, that's probably going to be my pick.
Unless Doink comes on.
Yeah. If Matt Bourne comes up from the grave as Doink the Clown and comes out and wrestles on Dynamite, I'll probably have to give that to him by default.
That's my guy.
And my overall bell rating, I'm going to go with 3.5 bells.
Oh.
I got to bring the average down a little bit with the Isaac's curve.
We're going to make you go first next time just to
so we can bring it up.
I had decided on 3.5 before any of you went.
Well, next time you're going last, sir. I mean, you up first, sir.
So our average is 3.9375.
Well, yeah, way to suck the fun out of the room, Mr. Isaacs.
I got to get a
Well, I mean,
score.
that's kind of what the show did for me. So, right?
Canada F and Dry. Do you want to do the closing festivities here?
All right, we're gonna skip all the shirt stuff. You know where to get it. Pro Wrestling Tees /F and Wrestling. On behalf of the F and Expert, on behalf of GM Joe and Ben and your boyfriend Ryan Rich, I am Canada Dry. And sometimes in life, people die. I got the call tonight that my aunt had died, and sometimes it's just you gotta grieve. But just as much as you grieve, you gotta wear the goodness that person brought to your life, and you gotta wear it on your back, and you gotta portray those things that person brought to your life. And my aunt brought me a lot of smiles. She was always the sweetest person, and she liked to laugh, and she never said a mean thing about anyone. So in honor of my Aunty Betty, fists up. Just keep. Hold on, I'm just trying to find the outro. There we go. Just keep fighting, Aunty Betty.
This has been an effing worldwide media production. You can find us on all social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, and others. Head over to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/effing wrestling. And while you're there, click like and subscribe. Want some swag? Head to our store at prowrestlingtees.com/effing wrestling. You can find all these links and much more at our awesome website, effingwrestling.com. As the JFB always says, you can book it.